Good morning everybody and welcome to this end of summer term blog. It's Friday the 9th of July. Well, as this term draws to a close, I should like to take a final opportunity to pay tribute to the fantastic team ethic that we all displayed over the last 12 months. Firstly, thank you to the wonderful KHS teaching and support staff whose energy, knowledge and resilience know no bounds. Secondly, I'm hugely grateful to you, the parents, for working with us, showing patience and understanding as we wrestled with the complexities of COVID. Finally, and most importantly, I commend the boys for their outstanding adaptability. When the dust settles and we all reflect upon this extraordinary time, it is likely that we will acknowledge the unconventional skills that children of this generation have inherited thanks to the creative problem-solving solutions put in place to mitigate the pandemic. There is always a silver lining. I trust you've taken the opportunity to listen to the speeches from prize giving earlier this week, and I'd like to reiterate my gratitude to both Rob Austin, former chairman who is now stepping back and retiring from the board, as well as Chris Shipley, our current chairman, who is stepping back to become vice chairman. Our new chair in September, Richard Evans, is a former head of 4 independent schools and a current ISI inspector, so you can be very much assured that KHS is in safe hands as we move forward. At the time of writing, I'm delighted to tell you that we have over 50 new joiners starting at the school next term, which is a remarkable achievement and strong evidence that, in addition to our shortlist nomination for an Independent School of the Year Award 2021, we get a lot right. However, we will never become complacent, and on the rare occasion that something goes awry, we will continue to listen, reflect and review. It goes without saying that I wish all of our departing pupils, especially our Year 11s and staff, well for their next chapter and future endeavours. It was lovely for us teachers to share a barbecue with the senior leavers on Wednesday, and I hope that they receive positive news on GCSE Results Day in August. I shall update you about their achievements later in the summer, together with any pertinent information about COVID restrictions for the start of the term, by which time I sincerely hope that the England football team will have been crowned as European champions. I'm looking forward to this Sunday's match immensely. And when we do return in September, it will be an historic moment as the school opens its doors to girls for the first time in 121 years. I look forward to this symbolic occasion with huge excitement. In the meantime, I trust that you're going to enjoy a relaxing summer together with your families so that we can all return with zest and feeling rejuvenated for the next chapter in the long and illustrious history of Kingswood House. On to this week's final nominations for mentions in dispatches. Well done to Zane for persevering when he was using a ruler in maths this week. Well done to Zach Borner for resilience in the Mini Olympics. And to Seb Phillips for creating a super version of Tiger in a Tropical Storm. Surprise, says Miss Smith. Well done to Harry Boundy for being very polite, says Miss Forbes. And Mrs. Seaver would like to commend her maths group for their amazing work on nets for 3D shapes. They have tackled complicated Year 6 work, so a year in advance, with ease, she says. Well done, you are all maths stars. Thank you, Mrs. Seaver. Well done to Tristan Bush, Dan Giles, George Dyson, Dylan Newman, Zachary, Alex Hayworth, Benji Schumacher, Freddie Taylor, Kieran Schmidt, amongst others. I know that you all went on a camping trip with your parents, and I was very pleased to hear that one of the dads wrote in to say that you all displayed respect, integrity and endeavour during the course of that trip, so that is super to hear. Well done to Harrison West, Jackson Worth and Dylan Newman for being helpful tidying up the classroom, says Madame Swift. Well done to Lauti, Yasnikowski and Darren Yusuf for their wonderful flowchart algorithms in computer science, says Mrs. Webb. And well done to Dan Giles for good focus in science from Mr. Barrett. Thank you to Kieran Schmidt, Jack Guiney and James Miller for running a stall for Jollies, which, as you can probably hear, is in full swing outside my window. The kids are having a fantastic time and jolly well deserve it, I can say so. Well done to Izyan Siddiqui, an excellent performance during house cricket, taking 5 wickets in 1 over to propel his house to victory, says Mr. Hendry. Well done to Theo Moffat, growing maturity around the school, says Mr. Barrett. Well, Theo, well done, you've been made a prefect this week. Shay Chachalia, fantastic first year at KHS, received the Endeavour Badge. says Miss Black, and Ollie Dimmock, likewise from Miss Black, also received an Endeavour badge. Dylan Bishop and Elliot Nicolau, Miss Black is really proud of you. You've both been appointed as prefects for next year from her class. Emir Osdarich and Joe Huang, we wish you well for your new school, says Miss Patel. You've been so wonderful in your small acts of kindness towards others. I'm sure you will do well. Ty Bobo, great teamwork, ensuring all the boys are ready at prize giving, says Miss Patel. And Miss Patel would just like to say in general, well done to all of the boys in 7P. You've been super, and she's looking forward to charting your progress next year. And Mr. Sekdeo, thank you to Emir for his great work ethic this term and super progress with maths. We wish you well at St John's. Daniel Pepper, well done to you for great improvement in effort and behaviour in French, says Madame Taylor. And in general, 8L for perseverance during a challenging lesson on the passé composé, says Madame. Into 8T, well done again for your work, 8T in French grammar. Ben Choi, Stuart Coleman, Mikey Fitzgibbon, all Kingswood House stalwarts. We wish you well for your moves, Ben Choi and Stuart Coleman, as sports scholars. We will miss all three of you. You have been just a part of the furniture at Kingswood House ever since I've arrived. Please keep in touch, boys and families. Archie Spick, well done to you. Great pace and understanding in maths, says Mr. Barrett. Well done to Joseph Seeger for receiving his D.V. Certificate of Achievement. And Joe Offen likewise. Well done to James Giles for great work in French and Form 9T in general for their good effort and behaviour, says Madame Taylor. James Giles, another nomination for you for perseverance in decimal work from Mr. Barrett. Anthony Mearnick, nominated by Mr. Twinley for responding very well to his report card and making wiser choices this week. Well done, Anthony. Owen Fisher, again, another example of a boy who's really turned things around for the better in the last few days and weeks. Keep it going, says Mrs. Hornstetter, and start next year as you mean to go on. Sam Squire, well done for good computer science prep from Mrs. Webb. And Form 10W, well done to all of you who've got positions of responsibility next year from Mrs. Weston. She's thoroughly enjoyed being your form teacher. And Madame Taylor would like to say thank you to all of the Year 10 French students. Again, you've been fantastic. Jack Bettman, well done for excellent computer science prep. Daniel Idris, working hard in science. He has a strong subject knowledge and a really good base to help others in the class, says Miss Black. Milo Russell, Rory Gibbs, always willing to take on an extra challenge, says Miss Black. And Ed Bolton made Miss Black's week. After answering a 5-mark equation question correctly, he said that it had made his day. Well, you made Miss Black's day as well. So just to round off, well done again to Theo Spick, who is next year's senior head boy, Eddie Fisher, who is deputy head boy, prefects Joe Offen, Jessica Simon Pillai, Ewan Walker and Angelo Cooper, house captains Drake Ed Bolton, Marlborough Jack Bettman, Nelson Rory Gibbs and Wellington Annie Dawson, sports captains football Ryan Lineman, rugby Joe Offen, cricket Sam Slaney, hockey Eddie Fisher and music is Max Mitchell Nesbert. Well done in upper prep. Head boy Nurse Seeger and deputy head boy Theo Jenkins, and prefects in upper prep are Dylan Bishop, Avanish Kunjal, Sam Carroll, Krishan Idris, Elliot Nicolau and Theo Moffat. But please remember, the door is open throughout the year, and if you keep remembering the Kingswood House core values of respect, integrity, endeavour, remembering to treat others as you would wish to be treated, remembering that the small choices that we make on a day-to-day basis add up to a collective accountable responsibility and can turn into bigger things for good or bad. If you remember all of those things and put them into practice on a day-to-day basis, then you've got every single chance of A, being happy, B, being successful in your learning and your friendships, and C, perhaps being recognised and nominated for a position of responsibility later in the year. I really hope that the England football team fulfil their potential on Sunday night. They've certainly got the ability, and they'll have an 80,000 strong crowd at Wembley behind them to cheer them on. I really hope that they can get across the line and secure their first major trophy since 1966. It could be a once-in-a-generation, once-in-a-lifetime experience, so I shall be watching that with bated breath and keeping my fingers very firmly crossed. In the meantime, I wish all of our Kingswood House pupils, parents, staff and governors a restful summer holiday, and we are looking forward, as I said earlier, to coming back in September to a school that will feature a brand new AstroTurf, new cricket nets, plenty of other cosmetic work to enhance our school site. Over 50 new joiners, nearly 20 girls, 1 or 2 extra and new members of staff for what promises to be an exhilarating year ahead.